everybody, and welcome along to this week's edition of the Irish Golfer Podcast. Peter Finnan here, and joined by Ronan McIlroy.
How are we?
Fresh off a flight.
Fresh off. Wish I was going back now, to be honest. It's been a humbling experience since I've come home.
Why? What's so humbling about it? It's been an unbelievable week of sport.
Life hasn't gone my way, really.
No?
No. Wanted Scotty Scheffler to win the RBC, that's why.
Nothing about the Leinster Championship, about the mighty Royals, Division 1.
No. Bigger fish to fry.
While everybody else prioritises, like I said, every decent team prioritises the championship. You've got your backs up for the National League campaign, and that's it.
Yeah. Silverware.
Perfect, the Leinster title. So like we didn't jump on last week. You were travelling back. You stayed on an extra couple of days over in the States and played a little bit of golf. You were playing with Philip Reed, weren't you?
Yeah, I played with him on the Tuesday.
The day after he got to play Augusta.
Yeah.
Were you devastated?
I think he enjoyed playing with me more.
Were you devastated not to get drawn out yourself?
No, not really.
Be honest.
No, not really at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Even the patch?
I missed the deadline for the patch. Classic fashion. There was just so many other things I had to organise, and then I applied late and I was like, oh, well, I'm never going to get that.
Yeah.
And I heard the patch is only okay as well. So
takeaways though, like, obviously we called it on the Friday. There was talk of deleting that podcast, but we were right. We were bang on. We got it.
We stuck to our guns.
We did stick to our guns. We put the necks on the chopping block. What do you take away from it? Like, now that you're back, it was an unbelievable Sunday finish. Like, you got to experience something I haven't seen yet. Rory winning at Augusta.
Yeah. It was. Look, as we said on Friday, it was over. On 12 under was the winning score with change, and that's what we said. But no, it was unbelievable. It's weird, like, coming home and everybody was saying their TV experience was that he made it so hard on himself on the back nine, where when you're actually following him like shot for shot, standing there and amongst it, I honestly was never as sure of anything in my entire life that he was going to win.
Yeah.
When he went through main corner after Rose, I was like, grand, the last 5 holes, 3 shots ahead. I said it with Lowry a few weeks back, he can't lose it from here, but he actually just couldn't lose it from here.
So were you standing on the 12th when he hit that tee shot in?
Yeah, with a beer.
What did you, like, were you like, oh no? Or was it like straight away going, oh my God, this is unbelievable?
It went closer than I thought it was. Like, the initial line was pretty safe. And then when it was obvious it was going to clear the bunker, it started just peeling in towards the flag. And you can see why he stood off for so long with Harry. But then, again, you can't really see the ball go in the hole because you're so far away, but you could hear the roar.
Yeah.
And once he did that and played 13 really well as well.
That was it.
Yeah, I thought that was it.
No, it was good.
Even though like he didn't hit a great wedge into 15 and missed the 16 and 17 greens, the chip on 17 I thought was the best place to chip from, chipping back up the slope and everything.
Did you stick around for the trophy celebrations on the green and stuff like that, or did you head back to the media centre?
No, I headed back in. Work to be done.
Exactly. And what was the presser like? What was like? It's hard because you're disconnected, like, with the stage that's up there and how he exits from it. Like, you don't get to see much time, like, one-on-one, like you would in a normal presser.
Yeah, it's just like, my first thought was like, geez, you actually get no time to enjoy this when you're straight in to do media. Everyone wants a piece of you. Like, he's already done his presentation. That's another, half an hour? Yeah. So I'd say he must have done 3 to 4 hours of media before he can actually spend a bit of time and do it. But yeah, watching him come in with the jacket on, having won, was pretty cool. Like, and
your own, you got to ask a question as well on the Friday, which was good. You tried to ask a question the last day.
Yeah.
A couple of questions. Your man just wasn't having a bar.
Because the press office was American, not Irish this time. Yeah. It's not fair.
Makes a big difference.
I had my hand up for about half an hour as well. But no, it was weird. I don't think I started writing the report until maybe 20 minutes after I come in. I was just like, didn't know what was going on. It was like I'd arrived all over again. I was like, oh my God. Got myself a couple of pints to settle down and then got to work.
It is sad leaving the place when you've been there every day for a week. Like, you've gone 7 days going in there every day for work, and then when you're leaving it and you realise this is the last time I'm going to see this for a year, this is the last time I might see this for a couple of years, or you don't know. It's it is tough walking out of that media centre, getting into the car on the Sunday night and just going, well, that was brilliant. But
Yeah, I didn't want to leave on the Sunday. I was like, what do you mean I have to go?
I know.
Just wanted to find some sort of excuse to have to stick around as well. It's funny though. Is it the first Irish major winner I've seen live? It could be. But you have all the English lads coming up to you saying, well done.
Yeah.
And I'd be very like Roy Keane about it. Like, I didn't do anything. Like, what the fuck are you saying well done to me for?
I'm just doing my job. But so what are your takeaways? What do you take away from your first Masters experience? Like, what will your memory of all that be? Or what's the things that stick out?
Favorite memory is standing on the back of the 12th at like 5:30 on a Sunday. Evening sun with a beer, watching Rose play main corner, watching McIlroy come through, and just like, I'm probably the poorest person here, but you can all like shove your money. This is an unbelievable experience.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Because I'd never intended on getting a beer, but I saw a couple of other journalists do it during the week, and I was like, right, on Sunday, if he still hasn't thrown it away, I'll go down, skip maybe the tent or something, queue up, get one.
Celebrate.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Where do we go from here? Like, we spoke, I know we were a bit premature in our stuff, and I got a bit of abuse online, but listen, it all worked out. We can always say we told you, but where do you think, like, it's been quite reserved that we know about since he won? Like, it's not the same frenzy, follow Rory, global media all around. He's kind of disappeared over the last week. There was people tracking his jet last year and following him home and seeing where he was going and what he was doing, but he seems a lot more in control now.
Yeah, like, we all sort of got carried away thinking this is going to be the kickstart. Last year he's going to win the calendar slam or whatever it's called, and he's going to win so many more majors, whereas this time around it's probably more sure that he's going to, as you always say, kick on and, reel off. You'd be looking at getting 10 majors at least now at this stage, given his age and how many times you do get to go back to the Masters and remain competitive.
Harrington's quotes were wild.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to win 10 green jackets.
Like 10 green bottles.
My number on the green jackets is probably 4.
Yeah,
but
that's like, realistic.
Yeah, and considering like you're competitive at Augusta probably for longer than you might be in a normal major career, just with how the experienced players do. Like, Rose is a great inspiration. I know he hasn't won a Masters, but he's 45, 46 and still doing it there. I think if McIlroy didn't get to 10, you'd be thinking, what could have been? But if he gets to 10, then he's sort of in that pantheon alongside Nicklaus and Woods. Because he would be the third best player of all time. Modern era are probably the best after Tiger.
No, it's phenomenal. It is mad. Like, we said it, like, I know, not that we're being flippant about it, but like, I do think he'll reel off 2 more majors minimum between now and Adair Manor. Get him to 8 between now and the next Ryder Cup. Like, it's only a year and a half away. You've
no calendar
majors?
slam, no
7 majors. Listen, I'd love to see it. Listen, I've been calling that for a decade. I've been going on, like, I've been on that train. It's just exciting to look forward. Like, Aronimik won't be too far away for the PGA Championship. It's kind of uncharted waters for major championships in our lifetime. And then you're into Shinnecock with Rory knows well. You're into Birkdale, that he's been to before, and it'll be good. Looking forward to it.
But there's no like come down from this win compared to last year.
No,
like last year he just couldn't bring himself back up, and the more you look at it, the more understandable it actually was. But you could tell 2 Sundays ago now, he was this was more like a box ticked rather than the mountain climbed, so to say. Like, he still knows now there's actually other destinations to go. Yeah.
No, and he's just, like you said, just going to try and do it again. Do the slam again. Just keep looping around. It's class. It's just so exciting looking forward into what's ahead with Rory McIlroy and what's ahead on the back of that. And yeah, more may continue.
I'd say Faldo was sick.
He couldn't hide his contempt on Sky. Right, PGA Tour. Let's get stuck into the PGA Tour. We've obviously just off the back RBC Heritage closed up last night. It's so hard to get juiced up for a tournament. No matter what tournament it is, I actually like this tournament.
Yeah,
I did
so
watch
do
a
I.
good bit of it, and it's a proper golf course. It's a proper test, but it's just so hard to get. Like Thursday and Friday at the Heritage were dead to me.
Yeah.
Like,
I have no idea what happened.
yeah, no, like dead. I knew Fitzy got off to a flying start, and there was a couple up there, but but like totally just no interest in it. Still on the Masters buzz, but once the weekend get in, I started to watch a little bit more of it, and yeah, it turned out anyway that we have Matt Fitz doing Matt Fitz things.
Yeah, 2 wins and 3 starts. Seems like he wins at RBC every week though. He's won that twice now. Yeah, like again, I was sort of half keeping tabs on it on Sunday, and then I tuned in properly, like watched it fully with no distractions, with 4 holes to go, and it was really really good view, and obviously going to a playoff and everything, and yeah, Matty Fitz sort of won me over from a personality point of view with the little cupping of the year. I was like, good on you, like, because I normally think he's quite
Shushing the crowd.
yeah, normally I think he'd have the personality of a kitchen table, but he obviously has a bit about him. And the shot he hit in was, really, really good. I know he had the 1-arm finish, and people might say he didn't mean it, but you can't say that and then wax lyrical about McIlroy shots in the Masters last year. It was arms coming off, limbs coming off every shot he was hitting then. So
Pointy elbows.
to pull it off was brilliant, and then to hold the putt as well, he did it in style.
Well, to do it with Scotty Scheffler chasing you down.
Yeah,
Puts
and he
it
would
on
have been
and playing with him as well, and like he's under pressure.
Yeah, and the players didn't go his way in the heat of battle with Cam Young as well. So if he lost that, it definitely would have hurt as well. So yeah, to hold off Scotty, who put the heat on the back 9 as well, and Matty Fitz said as well, he just had to grit. That's all it took really, and I think that's the type of player he is as well.
No, it's been great to like. I've never really been a big Matt Fitz fan at all. He's just there.
Yeah.
But a really good player. But there's no doubt.
I actually had a lot of disdain for him at the Masters.
Oh yeah, like
he was practicing with Rory, and Rory hits this like unbelievable baby 5-yard draw on the 15th, and Matty Fitz comes out with this really like flat back swing and really quick whippy, really low ball flight straight left, and just runs it down the fairway. And I was like, you are a disgusting player to watch. How dare you be here? No, but genuinely, I was like, you're actually awful to watch, and you're there chipping cross-handed and everything, and like, oh, but I know, fair play to him.
No, but like you just hitting a swing there and his ball flight, what he's done with a swing over the last 3-4 years has been remarkable, has been unreal. Like he was never a speed machine. Now he's comfortably tipping around 180 ball speed. His swing speed is up, but it's very controlled. I find him very controlled. Like we were talking earlier on, how do you play at the weekend? Oh, I was all over the shop off the tee. He's done the whole speed. Like you look at how different players approach it. When Bryson went after it, like it was just speed. It was just swing as fast as you can. I'll correct it as I go along. I don't mind how far off the mark, how wide it goes if I'm far enough down. Whereas Fitzy has balanced it well. He's got up like above tour average swing speed, above tour average ball speed, and maintained much better than tour average accuracy off the tee, which is a phenomenal thing to do. And that's why he's now really into the second phase of his career and like just reaping the rewards of doing that.
Yeah. Because he has, become one of the, not the longer hitters, but he is a long hitter now on the tour.
He is one of the longer hitters, yeah.
But yeah, you have to admire it because it's how you get around on the PGA Tour now. You have to hit it far, and if you want to win, big tournaments, that's pretty much what you have to do. Even though he was still playing in first more often than not against Scheffler, but he's able to compete now. He's able to hit maybe a 7-iron in instead of a 5, and things like that make a big difference.
Yeah, like, and even the greens, it was a scrambling performance at the Heritage as well. Like it was, he missed a lot of greens in the final round, but it was playing unbelievably tough with the wind. His chipping and putting was off the charts good. Like kept everyone at bay. The only time he didn't get up and down the final round was on the 72nd hole. But Yeah, and that kind of, I don't, like, were you watching it last night, like right to the end?
Yeah.
What do you think of the crowd?
It's just a typical PGA Tour event.
I don't mind.
I don't mind it, but
I don't mind the USA stuff.
you do expect it now whenever a European comes up against an American. Like, it was the same with the players. Probably even worse with the players. It was a bit partisan there, but as he said, they've short memories. Yeah. I think maybe what happened at Bethpage as well is bleeding into that is too. So the USA is fine, but then you do get the few that are rooting against you.
Yeah, but
cheering
when cheering when he missed a putt, like when he duffed the chip on it, and they're all like cheering, then he misses a 25, 30 foot putt, and they're roaring like.
Yeah, and it was like the replay cut to the crowd, and there was a lad proper giving it as well. And I was like, it's not a football match.
Spastics, like just absolute spanners. No, I've no time for that, but like they just make themselves look like absolute tossers.
Yeah, they do.
It's just not. It's not a good look. But he rose to it, like, and he did. He answered the question in any way you can. Stand up on the first playoff hole, driver 4 and into 12 feet, hold the putt.
Yeah, but the same group of fans who were booing McIlroy were chanting his name at the Masters.
Yeah, but I just with Fitzy though, that's the ultimate, like the pressure that he put on to Scheffler down that playoff hole. We haven't seen many people do it to Scotty Scheffler when he's not at the peak of his powers, like to come out and, stick the forehand in tight, make Scotty have to hit a shot. And he probably hit the worst shot I've seen in living memory of playing it. He missed it by like 40 yards.
Yeah, it was dreadful.
Because he was under that sort of scrutiny, pressure, you have the elements, you have the weather coming at you, and your man's in tight. I don't know, where is this, like, it's been going on now since the start of this season. He's still had an unbelievable season so far. But
he's backdooring his way into contention.
Yeah, is the ceiling lowering week by week with the expectation around Scotty Scheffler?
Nah, I don't think so, no.
No?
Like, other than going head to head with McIlroy in a major, I still, expect him to be thereabouts every time he teases up. Like, PGA in a few weeks, he's, one of the favourites, if not the favourite still. I think the fact he's finished second in his last 2 starts while, giving himself a mountain to climb is bloody frightening.
No, it is. But it's, he was finishing these off last year. Will he start to doubt himself in certain situations? Are there other variables at play? I don't know. He's only after having a child as well, so like you can.
He didn't.
There's
no, I don't particularly agree with that. I just think if he starts tournaments better and is actually leading into the weekend, that's when
he's untouchable nearly.
Yeah. And then if he loses a couple of times from a leading position, then you can start to question. But there's only so much you can do when you're, 4 or 5 shots behind going into a back 9 or whatever it is.
Yeah, it is frightening looking at his stats up until, that's the 45th time in 158 career starts that Scheffler has finished tied third or better in the PGA Tour. Isn't that frightening?
Yeah.
When you think of it, like 28.5%, he's won 20, second 12 times, third 13 times in 158 starts. Like, it is frightening. But it's but like Matt Fitz as well. Like, like you said, second win in 3 starts. He joins Chris Goddard as the only 2-time winner on tour this season as well. So he could have an unbelievably good season from here as well. Like, you would, like, his major record, I'd still have some doubts over how he's performed in majors since he's won the US Open. Back out, that's 5 years ago at this stage.
22, 4
years ago. So, yeah, he'll want to improve his major record this year and get in the mix and more of those, but I don't see any reason why he won't.
Yeah, he's only 3 top 10s since he won the US Open back in Brooklyn, was it?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's up to 3rd in the world now. Everyone's pretty much everyone's just jostling. In the world, everyone's just jostling for position between Scheffler and McIlroy. Like, so their own like little mini league. But yeah, a lot of Europeans now in the top 10. Or if you want to go down as far, top 20 as well. It's nearly an even spread between Americans and Europeans. So
I'm officially off the Shane Lowry train as well. I just want to put that on record.
Why?
Because he's gone. He's done.
He's not.
He's done. Now, tied 45th this week. I've been piping him up for the last month as the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm officially disengaging now this week. It's probably the week he's going in as defending champion. Well, he's defending Rory's crown this week.
He's not. They lost it last year. They couldn't defend.
But like, yeah, he's gone in with Brooks.
You need to just stop talking about Shane, to be honest.
He's gone in with Brooks. No, I do need to stop talking
you owe
about
a lot
Shane
of people money.
I do. But yeah, like, he's shown signs, but it's just not happening for him at the start of this season.
Yeah, well, like he should have.
What was the vibe around the Masters around, like, when he was done? It looked like he was the only player in the top 40 that didn't bother talking to media afterwards, just headed off.
I still don't know where he finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, 80 in the Masters this year, 81 last Sunday, 12 months ago, is obviously a worrying sign. Particularly because he was obviously banging contention this time around at the Masters, and you're only 2 shots off the lead. If you just play, averagely, and just somehow get 2, 3, 4 birdies, you could have been in the playoff or something.
Yeah,
like you didn't have to do too much to hang around there.
Yeah.
And he gave up pretty early. You could see the shoulders had gone. The double on 5 just completely killed him.
Yeah.
And he was walking on to the 16th tee, I think it was, and he just looked like someone just take me off this golf course. And maybe that's something he has to look at as well. But even during the week, it was a quiet sort of confidence and hope that he had rather than anything bullish. And then on Saturday, he started to let himself believe and dream a little bit. He's like, oh my God, I've just had a hole in one. Saturday at the Masters in contention. That doesn't, you don't really see holes in one when you're in contention as well. And he was like, after playing brilliantly for 3 days, I have a chance to win the Masters again. And yeah, to not par the first, it was very poor. Even the way he played his approach and the chip and everything. And you just felt like for Lowry, the momentum has to be there early on. He doesn't feel like he can gather that. Like we were saying, going into the final day, like McIlroy had brought 10 lads back into this. And I was like, yeah, could be a shootout. It might not be, end up not being. But I was thinking, does Larry have it in him to make those 3, 4, 5 birdies in a row? That somebody can. And you probably would have to say no. He's not that type of player. He could have a bogey-free round with 3 or 4 birdies, but is he going to go on like one of those devastating stretches?
And the signs were there. Yeah, the signs were there as well that even when he was going on those good stretches, he'd throw in 2, 3 birdies, but then he'd always follow it up with a bogey.
Yeah, well, the four putt on Thursday was ridiculous. Like he could have been 5 under par through 4 holes. He birdied 1 and 2, missed a great chance on.
You take that away.
Miss a good eagle chance on the second, made the birdie, miss a great birdie chance on 3, and then you're 4 putting from 20 feet. You're like, Jesus, that adds up.
That 4 putt that he had on Thursday, you take that. I know there's loads of hypotheticals and you've all sorts hearsay this.
Yeah, like if he doesn't 4 putt, there's a different situation somewhere else.
Yeah, but he's playing in the last group with Rory on Saturday.
Yeah,
if that wasn't the case, and Rory probably would produce his best golf playing with Rory. He's one of those anomalies that Rory might put some other players off, but I think he would have dragged Shane along with him.
Yeah,
it's kind of a bit of a miss.
Larry did get a massive break on 18 on Thursday. Like hit the tree on the left when he was probably staring a double in the face there. If it didn't, so like it did even out. I think as the week went on, but like,
do you think he's a win in him this year? Shane?
Yeah, I do, but there's a bit of work to be done, maybe mentally, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like he even spoke about it, was it pre-tournament, saying, I feel like I've played a lot of great golf this year, which he has.
Yeah.
But he was ruined the fact he's left 2 wins behind him, at least 1 anyway, particularly at the Cognizant. Because, things can not go your way. Every player loses the tournament, so you can't throw Dubai in his face every single time. That was just a bad thing at the end of the tournament. But the Cognizant was a collapse.
But you look at the difference between Shane Lowry's season so far to date and Fitzy's season so far to date. Very little statistically between them.
Yeah, Fitzy knows how to get over the line.
But Fitzy, yeah, that's the thing. Fitzy has he's performed on Sundays when he's been in the mix. That's the only. So it is mental. It is a mental thing. And Fitzy's gone through his struggles on the green, obviously with short game. Stuff Shane hasn't had to deal with, and stuff like that, and to see him coming back. So yeah, it's purely a mental block of something going on there. So, but yeah, I'd agree with you. I think he's going to win between now and the end of the season. But I'm off.
Thought you were off the train.
I'm off the train of him backing him and telling people I think he's going to win this week. No, I'm done with that. But there's a big result in him soon.
Yeah. If he wins this week with Brooksy.
Exactly.
That's an interesting
It's
one.
a good pairing. At least
But
if you're not fighting over what golf ball you use.
It's one of those, it's one of those tournaments again. If they're in the mix, you'll watch it on Sunday. If not, you won't even bother looking at it.
Yeah.
Seamus Power's in it now as well with Matty Schmidt.
Seamus Power.
Seamus Power.
You say Power?
I did, yeah.
Who are the best power providers in Ireland?
Oh, probably Flowgas, is it?
Probably Flowgas. Yes, indeed. That was good. A nice little segue in there. I like that. So, this podcast is brought to you in association with Flowgas. For any of you that haven't looked to switch across, visit flowgas.ie for all your household, commercial or business plans. So if you're looking for gas, electricity, solar, dual fuel, EV charging, cylinders or LPG, Flowgas are the lads to hook yourself up with. They do have an offer that we haven't mentioned on here before. So if you want to help your own club and you're in the mood of changing energy provider, which we would always recommend doing once a year, have a look around, shop around. If you haven't visited flowgas.ie before, they give €40 back if you sign up. For every club member that signs up with Flowgas as a new customer, they'll give €40 back to your club. So to avail of that, just email marketing@flowgas.ie. Let them know, quote your club, what club you're a member of. They have unique codes, match you up with all that. And when you switch to Flowgas, they will give €40 back to your own club. So that's a big earner for golf clubs. And it's something that you could be helping your own bills and in the process helping your own golf club. So flowgas.ie, or if you want that offer, marketing@flowgas.ie. So there you go.
It's probably the greatest segue we've ever had.
Great bunch of lads. Gas. But yeah, so Seamus Power, who's he playing with?
Matty Schmidt.
Matty
So
Schmidt.
Chris Selfridge caddies for Matty.
Oh, yeah.
So there is an Irish link.
Yeah, that should be good. The one thing that did stick out for me this week, and we've spoken about it a good bit before, was the comms. So the Masters serves up the greatest commentary team. You didn't. Did
I
you watch
missed
Sky
it.
Sports?
No.
Even on the feed on your TV in front, because you can. You're gonna
I
tell
know,
me that
but
you were out on the course.
out in the course
did the
and
right thing.
had just the volume muted.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I never felt the need to bother.
So it was noticeable. So obviously with the Masters team, you had Butch, you had all the A team out there doing their thing. This week then you had Nick Doherty on the ground, and we had a few, it wasn't the A team out there anyway, but it's noticeable the difference. Butch brings so much.
He's the only one I actually heard, but it was in the aftermath. It was when was I watching some montage or some soundbite anyway for some podcast or whatever it was, and it was when McIlroy doubled the fort. You go, oh Roy, it's too bad.
Yes, sir. No, it's so good. Like, would you pay? I'd pay. I was thinking about this. I'd pay up to £50 a month just for an exclusive golf channel with all of the proper comms team and stuff like that. No international feed bullshit. No stuff like that. Like, I think that people would pay a premium to watch a premium product golf wise.
It's a lot of premiums. After,
But
yeah. Because we've said it before. The product now is so bad. Like
It is.
Even-
it's poor.
and
But the Masters highlights how poor it was, and then it's eroded a little bit into. Wait till you see.
But
The
even
New
even
Orleans
the,
this week
but
will be
even the Sky,
shambolic.
I actually learned this last week. The Sky Sports coverage is actually a little bit diluted because Radar can't really do his job. He's he's like outside the ropes.
Yeah.
And I actually was walking with him, and he's tuning in when they're off air or on a different hole. He's saying to the producer, "Don't bring me in. Ball's over the other side of the fairway. I can't see it. Don't know what's going on."
Yeah.
So it was weird, but I get what you mean. Like, because the whole international feed, you don't know where Nick Doherty's speaking from. You don't know where Dame Laura's speaking from.
And there's a
And
lag
then
on it.
who are these other fellas? Who the hell are they? Like, honestly, you've no identity with these people.
Yeah, no,
Like, because like commentators are like, it's like having your mate tell you what's going on. They're a voice in the room, and you identify with them, and you get to know them, even though they've no idea that you exist. Like the snooker World Championship is on this week for the next couple of weeks, and John Virgo's not going
Miss
to
a
be
bit
doing
John
to say,
Virgo.
you miss him.
Yeah, no, you do.
You miss the voice, and like you and
But
Murray,
we'll be like that when
you and
Butch.
Murray's stepping away now, and you're going to miss that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do. Like they've no idea you exist, but you get to know them, and you know they're a familiar face, and they're going to be there when
In a
a certain
roundabout
thing
way,
is on. Yeah,
yes is the answer. You'd pay 50 quid a month.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's all I'm getting at. Right, we'll draw a line under the PGA Tour. Lots of stuff happened over the last week. LIV Golf, we've obviously just off the back of LIV Golf Mexico. Go Legion. Won the Legion.
Stop.
So John Rahm wins again. I don't know what's better for this league. Like we were talking about beforehand. So it started off with all the shit lads winning tournaments and they were like, oh, this mightn't work. And now it's like Michael Schumacher at the F1. It's the same lads winning every week. What's better?
I don't actually know. Like, yeah, because if like the has-beens win or the young lads who they have now win, you're like, oh well,
They were up
who
against
cares?
nobody. Who cares?
And then Bryson and Ram are just hocking everybody now, and it's like, well, it shows the standard
Cannon
of the
fodder.
field or whatever it is. They can't win.
No, it
But
was
like, if you saw the standard of the golf course last week, bloody hell! Like, I mean, you wouldn't.
in Mexico.
Oh, you get better members clubs in Ireland.
Yeah, no, it was a bit Mickey Mouse in spots. Like when you see lads pitching on greens, as is John Rahm did. Now, great golf, great shot. 350 yards to the front of a green, he's pitching it on the green. But it's getting backspin with a driver, like, and landing and solid. You compare Harbour Town to what was served up in Mexico, and you understand why the stats.
Now, similar scores, granted, like 21 under, 19 under, and like every live event bar Singapore has been north of 20 under winning score.
Because that's what it's built on.
I'll probably
like,
get onto that in a bit. It's part of my rant.
But that is what it's built on. You just go for everything. It's the team get rewarded. There's no strategy to it.
No,
it's bomb and gouge.
Again, I'll get on to it. It's all part of my little.
So the news broke last week. Well, it wasn't even news. It was like speculation breaking last week about PIF pulling away. This event wouldn't happen. Contractors hadn't been paid. Some players hadn't been paid. That's all been brought up. And when I went looking, when this was all breaking, I was texting managers and they were like, listen, we haven't heard anything at all. We've been told this has been funded up to 2030. No problem. Even up to 2033, some of them were saying. I think it's quite obvious that is not the case anymore. And this is...
Sounds like there's a shelf life.
Yeah, well, the shelf life is this season, by the sounds of it.
They're going back to Mexico next year.
I had to laugh. So we got an email in yesterday, like just before the final round. LIV Golf announces the Mexico LIV Championship for 2027 signs on for another year. Gonna sound, lads. Thanks.
It's amazing. Like,
appreciate that one.
That's fairly like on brand though for LIV Communications.
But
it's clear there's
something going on. Obviously, they're looking to blame war. They're looking to get out of it. They finally made up their mind that they're going to stop investing into stuff that are just business stupidity, just mental. Like they've spent $5 billion to get to this realization that this is not working by the sounds of things. It's funny. Like, I don't know, did you see it yesterday? Like, but earlier in the week, so Faherty did like interviews with Scott O'Neill and stuff like that, and it was actually hard to watch. Like, not that I'm a fan. I watch LIV because it's part of the golf ecosystem.
Here we go.
Still, but I do watch it, right? And some of it makes sense to me, and I've always said that. And I've had John Craven on to me in the last week saying I'm gonna delete all them old podcasts, by the way. So he's telling me about worse regimes and all this sort of stuff. This will be on your headstone. There are worse regimes out there. I told you this would happen. And I'm just going like, no, I'm not having this. Like they went in, they tried. Now they've gone way too far down the line that they want. But yeah, Scott O'Neill coming out and some of the stuff he was saying was just bad. They did an interview on TNT even. And he was going on about this has to make business sense and all this. And you're just going, really?
Which version of the TNT interview did you enjoy the most?
The bit that got cut off.
That's pathetic.
But they cut, like, literally it disappeared online and then got re-uploaded with the little bit that he says, oh, well, we're funded till the end of the year. There are wars going on and stuff like that. And, like, the question was put straight to him. It was Ollie Wilson that put the question to him saying that. And it was like, managers have told me it was until 2030, and he was saying, well, we're fully funded till the end of the season, and it has to make business sense, this, that, and the other. And you're just going, yeah, pull the other one. But
I think the irony of Oliver Wilson being a pundit on LIV Golf is the irony will never be lost on me. There's a man who grafted his entire career, played Ryder Cup in 2008, I think it was.
Yeah, but he's
completely lost his game, fell off the face of the earth, reinvented himself, came back, had a comeback victory at the Dunhill,
yeah.
Lost his game again, but kept grafting there for the last few years. Decided now's the time to step away. A career of obviously a lot of success, but a lot of hardship, and he's there joining the boys who are here just to get rich quickly.
Yeah, but it's a comms job.
I know, but I'm saying just the irony of it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I think Ollie's a good lad.
I'm not criticising. I'm just saying, it's just weird. Most of the players he's interviewing just have no relation towards what he's been through in his career.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but I don't know. What way do you view this? I view this as a huge opportunity. There's not one part of me thinks that PIF are going to step away from golf. Golf is clearly part of their strategy now. They've decided on some of the other bullshit things they're looking at. Obviously, LIV looks trophy. They're not going to host the Winter Olympics in the desert, funny enough. That was a bit of a mad thing. That neon thing that they were building, spending trillions on, that's gone. They sold Al Nasser last week.
Yeah. Trying to put Ronaldo on the dole, huh?
I know, yeah. That won't go down well.
Yeah.
So they're divesting out of different things. I think this is a massive opportunity for the DP World Tour. They're blaming Ward or doing whatever. It's contracts. What's going to happen here when they pull away? From a contractual point of view, there's all this force majeure talk going online of how they get away. They can't really sell that when, there's a war going on. We can't really do this, but they justify hosting the rest of this season and stuff like that. So, they're on the hook for all these contracts. They're on the hook for stupid things. I think they've looked at the future of it and they see the like of Bryson. Bryson's contract's up soon.
Yeah.
They're looking to renew that. He wants half a billion.
They're fairly
these lads are not sticking around. And once they're gone, that's it. It's dead. And I think they're trying to get out ahead of that, and they want the cleanest way to get out.
It just shows you, both LIV and the PGA Tour have thrown money at this thing, and you have to say the PGA Tour product isn't any better than before LIV started.
No.
But they both just throw money at it, and it's clear that eventually it'll just become unsustainable.
Well, it is unsustainable.
Well, the PGA Tour have had to bring in, SSG as an investor to pump, 1.5 billion.
Yeah.
So both tours are as, bad as each other. It's probably the people. It's the people that are actually working normal jobs and earning a normal wage and LIV that you feel sorry for. I don't feel any pity for any of the players. If LIV, does go under and, contracts are cancelled and, players are wondering where they're going to play, well, you made your choice.
I know they've been well looked after for it, but it's so messy, but there's going to be so much opportunity for golf. That's what I'm trying to get. There will be the financial mess of...
Opportunity for who? Why?
Sponsorship. DP World Tour.
There's
going to be massive opportunity.
I think Koepka should have been not...
Killed.
Punished the right word, but not being able to just swan back in. I know he's been given all these, you're not allowed.
He had to sit drinking cups of tea last week. He didn't get a
proper
start.
order, but he should have been. I agree with Tom Watson. He should have been put back on the Corn Ferry. Go and earn your card, earn your stripes. You've done it before. You can do it again. On about the money. In what world is paying Taylor Gooch, Caleb Surratt, Victor Perez, Harold Varner III, Dean Burmester, God knows who else, £100 million a good investment? Who made that decision?
It was never a good investment. That's the thing. They're trying to buy friends.
You're on about the DP World Tour reaping all these potential rewards of, getting all these players as free agents. They should be made qualify.
I know. I agree.
100% made qualify.
The players are collateral to me. I couldn't give a shit about the players. It's the financial stability of the tour itself and what they do. And I think there's massive opportunity. PIF are going to want to still invest in golf. I do not see them sorting out their differences with the PGA Tour. I do think there's a massive opportunity for the DP World Tour. It goes at DP World themselves, the sponsor. They're hemorrhaging. at present.
Yeah.
That won't last. Like there's a lot of turmoil and instability going on all around the world. These guys have deep pockets. They do want to stay involved in golf, but they've realised quite quickly LIV Golf is not going to work. Like all this bullshit around growing the game, and yeah, they're going around the world and they're doing tournaments in great countries that aren't exposed to it, but still the core of what they do
in
is
South
in
Africa
America.
and Australia,
Yeah,
really,
the
it
core
seems
of
to
what
have
they do
worked.
is in America, and it doesn't work. And nobody in America watched Singapore, watched Hong Kong, all these good events that were there that showed good winners. So they've
Also,
got a
like,
lot right.
forget the money from a actual playing point of view. Like Bryson, probably the only one who's done consistently well. You know, he's won a major since. You know, Ram has not improved. Ram's gotten worse. I know he won, but you know,
No, but he is a worse player. He's a worse player now than he went in.
You know,
yeah. Like,
these aren't proper
they're monthly
tournaments.
medals.
You're not. They're monthly medals.
But that's the thing. They're
Like you're
monthly
not.
medals,
You're
but
playing on Mickey Mouse courses where you're just not being tested. They come to the majors and they, you know, they can't hack it anymore. I know Terrell Hatton's starting to play well in majors now, but you know, Cameron Smith has missed his last 6 cuts.
yeah, like
It's unbelievable. Dustin Johnson's non-existent. Like, great, go and win in Singapore. Well done, but the way some of them are performing in the majors is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, because they're just not being tested.
But Yasser and Guy Kinnings need to sit down soon and talk about some sort of a plan or a strategy going forward. Like the DP World Tour cannot sustain, given their top 10 players talent-wise, away to the PGA Tour going forward. It just it's not working, and there's going to be a massive adjustment. Like it's always been a player-led organisation on both Europe and the States, but what's going to happen here now is, McGinley called this for years, the last 2-3 years, about like the economies of scale and how the PGA Tour are living far beyond their means. First thing that's going to happen when LIV Golf pull the plug, well, and they will by the end of this season, there has to be an adjustment of prize funds on the PGA Tour. And you're talking 30-40% of purse reductions. The players are going to have a hemorrhage if that happens. And it's kind of what people aren't talking about. We're talking about business, sustainability, how sponsorship models work, their TV. Like the PGA Tour need these players back in, their Brysons and the John Rahms, for their TV renewal and of stuff we spoke about previously that are up in a year and a half's time as well. So there's lots going on in the background in this. But I just see massive opportunity for the DP World Tour to actually cozy up to PIF like they were initially. There was, you know, you went out to one of the events.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's events and South, like they've gone through now 4 years of sponsoring golf tournaments, trying to promote Riyadh as a golf destination. Like, I don't know anybody that wants to go to Riyadh to play golf.
No, I can remember being over there at Leona. She absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
It's just a weird place. There's no...
She went to a women's event over there and there was a sign in the gym, no women allowed.
Yeah, with a female receptionist.
Like, the hypocrisy of it all. But yeah.
But it is. It's just pure, like... It's so... Like, LIV is just soulless. It has no meaning, no history.
Bar the Legion.
Like, there's no... Like, I was thinking about this with LIV's future now in jeopardy. Imagine, like, there's a world where, like, say it survives and Ram or Bryson end up winning 20, 25 LIV titles. No one gives a damn.
No.
Like, no one gives a shit. Honestly, it's amazing how it's just... they're just
sad.
they're losing so much money and no
Yeah.
one wants to watch it, and there's only so far you can go.
No, it's sad we've come to this in golf, but it needs to happen.
Yeah,
That's
and
just the way it is.
I'd still make the players go through Q schools, you know, go
They
through the
can't.
challenge. Why not?
Well,
Why should they be swan back in and take, you know, some up and coming players' place? Why should they come in and take Mark Power's place, Liam Nolan's place, Max Kennedy's place in the DP World Tour next year, say, for example?
yeah.
Take their place in fields, bump their exemption category down from like a 12 to a 13. Taking, you know, they've 15 starts, all of a sudden they've 8 now because Bryson wants to play or Ram wants to play or, you know, God knows who else. Tom McKibben wants to come back and play.
But what would you do? There's someone that's on our doorstep. What would you do with Tom McKibben?
What do you mean? In terms of like decision
making. If Liv was gone tomorrow, where does he stand, or what does?
I'm sure he'd get into some deep World Tour events on like a past champion, yeah, which is fair enough. That's fine. Other than that, sit it out and go to Q school.
Of all the top players on there, I don't think that works. Like because he's a top talent, and they need eyeballs.
Talent. Yeah, but fair is fair.
Yeah, like I hate being cruel about it, and I do get what you're saying.
You're not being cruel. You're being soft.
No,
you want them to walk. You want these lads to walk back on. You had your big American flags. Woo! Welcome back, Brooks Koepka.
But people want to see Brooks.
Yeah,
Koepka.
People want to see Brooks Koepka. But
outside you, me,
if you're good enough, you'll qualify.
Not many people want to watch. You know, we're name checking. You know, your John Murphys and your guys like that. Like it's different. I know there is a qualification criteria there, and we need to stick to it. But the rules are going to have to be rewritten to fit these guys back in.
Next time you go on about the PGA Tour's meritocracy, I'll remember this conversation.
No, like there has to be a bit of wiggle room, I'm saying, to get, like, it shouldn't come at the detriment of anybody coming up the chain. They have to make it a bit wider. If there's more money, they can afford to do stuff like that. Like,
but they're already, cutting cards and whatever. So the field is already the pool is already getting smaller, getting deeper with more people in it. And not everyone's going to survive at the rate it's going anyway.
Yeah.
Look, it's up to me. Go and join clubs and submit your 3 qualifying cards. Get your handicap and go from there.
Get your WHS sorted and come back to me. Put 20 cards in. I'll pick the 8 of them. Then I'll see which tour you can
see what tour you're on. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. No, it is going to be like there's so many levels then as well. Like I'm not sure. Going back to the Masters, were you in the Fred Ridley?
Yeah.
Presser, like he and Day at Augusta National just made so many good points.
That's because he rehearsed it for 12 months.
Yeah, but they're No, but it warms my heart. Right? It warms my heart.
Why?
To see these lads, because they're acting in the best interest of, like, they're reminding roll-up on the PGA Tour. Them lads are looking for skin in the game, like saying, you need to include us. We supply you with your talent. Like, you're creaming off all these majors or getting all the eyeballs, all the sponsorship money and doing that. And Ridley just had a really good way of reminding them, we fund other areas in golf outside of the PGA Tour that give you your players. We fund, like, underpin a lot of the collegiate system, and we're now going after national opens, and we're rewarding players like from that. And it's not all PGA Tour and American centric. And I love seeing that from Augusta National.
Yeah,
I love seeing
I
them
agree,
protecting the old traditions and the integrity away from money decisions. Like, there's
even
no question.
Like the bit about the ball rollback.
Yeah.
Like if Roll-Up said that in a presser, you wouldn't take near as much notice as when Ridley says it.
No, because you know that he's not saying that without running it by the PGA of America, the RNA. Like, they're all united in this. The PGA Tour are the only outliers, and they're the only ones that are coming cap in hand, and are now open for private equity. Like, there's so, like, politically there's so much going on, but it was just refreshing to see the chairman of Augusta National coming out and being very, very direct and hard about the PGA Tour and about protecting what we needed. Because he asked very serious questions when he was talking about the ball. What are we rewarding as a player? And I've hit on this before. There are no artists left in professional golf. Very few that move the ball. Rory will be one of them that moves the ball. Shane Lowry is one that moves the ball.
Bubba.
But yeah, but like
Bubba hitting an outrageous drive. I tell you, it was at the Masters. Yeah.
But you're gonna sound like me for the next 2 years, going around Masters more. Did I tell you I was at the Masters? Did I tell you I played the Masters? But no, it's I can't even remember what I was saying now. You have to throw me off.
You're talking about how McIlroy and Lowry moved the ball.
No, but I know artists. They're like, what do we reward as a professional golfer? And that's been skewed over the last decade. And Augusta National are going to try and fix that. And through rollbacks in ball, whatever else they can sort out, and innovation, you can't stand in the way of club innovation to a certain extent. But the golf ball 100% needs to be rolled back properly. And if professional golf aren't willing and able tour-wise to do that, I've no doubt Augusta National in the next 5 years, if 2030 comes and goes, and this is not rolled out properly as the RNA and the USGA have set out on a rollback, Augusta National will give you a choice of golf ball and say, these are the balls you use to play the Masters if you want to play the Masters. That's it. And they're all the same. And I'm all for that.
Bryson definitely says no.
Yeah, well, fuck Bryson. He'd be irrelevant at that stage, you know? So he's off. Bryson, the same man. Yeah, I'm like the par 67 king.
Yeah.
I seen that stat. Like, he said that in 2020. And he's a combined, if you take it as a 72 par, he's 16 over in that cumulative. He's 122 over since 2020 if you take him at a par 67. That's how good Bryson is.
It's a tough game.
Yeah, it is a tough game. Comes back and bites in the
Especially
arse.
when you can't get out of bunkers.
But yeah, no, I'm just, yeah, that's rant over and that.
Rant over.
I've gone on too many rants. I think we'll draw a line under PGA. We'll just get straight into roundup, will we?
I think so, yeah.
Lots going on.
Before I say something I regret.
Scottish boys was on, Irish boys was on, Scottish girls. There's lots of Golf Ireland championships.
Scottish women's was on. Jessica Ross finished second there. Royal Troon came 2 shots behind, had the lead after round 1 in absolutely horrendous conditions. Played the tougher of the conditions and got round. Then she fell 5 behind going into the final day, and a really hot start where she had 4 birdies in her first 6 holes, kind of put her into contention again. And yeah, she just wasn't able to get at Grace Bowen on the back 9, but second place is a very good start to the year for her. Luke Furlong is the Flowgas Irish Boys champion. He won up in Malone there yesterday, and then we had Golf Ireland teams in action at the European Nations Cup. Stuart Gretton got a top 10 in Sota Grande, and Anna Dawson was 21st in the women's section. And then was some interesting viewing on the Clutch Pro Tour.
Yeah.
John Murphy, Todd O'Hogarty
John's back.
tied 5th in the end, but Jono was leading going into the back 9, and an iffy start to the back 9, has to be said, a couple of bogeys, but he brought it back to a degree. And yeah, top 5 is certainly something to be encouraged by.
It's good to see him showing form.
Hopefully, yeah.
Just, you got to start from somewhere and rebuild, and he's gone through a lot in the last few years. So
gotta start from somewhere and rebuild. I'll remember that line too.
But you do.
But not if you've on a different tour and just want to come back. No, that's fine.
Them lads are starting as well. Just starting with a lot more money.
Well, no, it is good to see Jono in action, and as we know, we have a lot of Irish out there at the moment as well. Rob Brazel and the likes of those lads as well. So they've no event this week, but they're back in action then next week. And it's a delayed start. They had the war. We're all blaming the war now. That seems to be the party line. So the Middle East events that usually actually have a lot more money on the line were obviously pulled because of the war. Straight to Hormuz. Jono couldn't get past the Strait of Hormuz.
Well, that's it. That it in roundup?
I think so.
We got straight into heroes and villains then?
Yeah.
All right. Where do you want to start? Heroes or villains
or
clowns?
I know clown is villain the same thing this week. My Paddy Harrington hero of the week nominees are James Corrigan and Erling Haaland, but it'll probably be going to Jimmy. He just doesn't care. Corrigan. Have you seen his tweets? Oh, they're amazing. Like the LIV thing, he absolutely exploded, calling out Arlo White, and just even when he's wrong, like he's just sarcastically correct.
Yeah,
it's just amazing. It's an amazing view, and you just imagine him sitting there with like a bottle of wine, and just in the left hand and tweeting away, right hand, phone down,
swig,
couple of crisps. Oh, bing! Here's Arlo again coming at me. It's amazing.
Ah, no, that's good. Who else?
Erling Haaland.
Why Haaland? Just shithousery. Yeah. Getting headbutted, staying your feet.
Yeah.
It's hero status.
That was assault.
It was assault.
I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna put John Ram in Legion 13 for hero status for battling through adversity with all that going on in the background and still managing under these difficult circumstances. Straits of Hormuz blocked. You know, LIV, your boss has pretty much handed you your P45, but you come out and you perform.
I love how I'm going to get the stick for all this, but you've said some bad things.
Yeah, I think we gave it to Corrigan. He blew all this up last week.
Yeah,
it was really
great.
good. It was really good.
It was very good.
Yeah, Corrigan, if you're listening,
if you're looking for if you're looking for just a lighthearted way to deal with a crisis, follow James on Twitter.
Do follow James. He has a blue tick beside his name as well. He's good. Right.
My Mark McGowan Clown of the Century Award nominees are Bryson DeChambeau, TNT Sports, and Meath County Council.
Meath County Council. Well,
Yeah.
it's funny. I've Clowns of the Week. I've 2 down for Clowns of the Week. Phil Mickelson Clowns of the Week is USA Chance of Crowd and the Give Me Back My Son.
That was funny.
The second video. That was so they and me GA. Just because they thought they'd won Leinster already and you're
Well, in many ways we have.
idiot.
We all have our own Leinster
It's all
championships to win
dying
in
out
life.
on 1999 again. No.
Well, I went for TNT because they obviously pulled the interview and edited it and posted it up again, thinking nobody would notice in 2026 on Twitter. Bryson for his, I love when Bryson's in the mix, brings so much to it. But my God, when things are going against him, it's hilarious. It's absolutely fantastic. At the Masters, he was a spoiled little bitch. Couldn't get out of bunkers, which again, you know, join a golf club, get your WHS. That's one way to trim the handicap down. And then his behaviour in Mexico.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Granted, I get the course was awful. It looked terrible. Condition looked really poor.
Do you think he's injured?
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Just stop. He was ratty. He's been ratty for a fortnight. And then he's there having to go with everyone because the rough's a little bit scruffy on the side of the green. Well, don't knife it out of the bunker in the first place.
Deal with it.
Like that's, you know, we speak about learning. Didn't learn from his bunker mishaps the week before. Spoiled brat. When things aren't going his way, he's very, very easy to dislike. And you know, I give Bryson a lot of praise on this pod. I'm calling him out.
This is going to be clip up gold. You're just like this.
What?
No. Listen, I'm all for you. I'm with you. So that's the Clowns. Why Meath County Council?
I got a ticket.
You have to blame someone.
I had to blame somebody. It's never my fault. And I appealed and they rejected it for another reason. But I paid my tax now.
Right, okay. And Gary Player Villain of the Week. They were clowns.
Oh, well, Bryson's my villain.
Okay.
Everyone's a Mark McGowan Clown of the Century. See the right go with us for those Friday calls on McIlroy. We were dead right.
I'm going...
We're visionaries.
My villain of the week, Gary Player, is Scott O'Neill. Just he came out with some doozies on this week. Some of the quotes that he's put out. I'm not going to read them all. I've listed them here in front of me. Like, LIV Golf is in the best shape it's ever been in. Period. End of sentence. Like,
it was dead like 24 hours previous.
I don't know. This was 2 days ago he said this one at all. I know there's people rooting against LIV Golf, but is golf better without LIV Golf?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. It was better before and it'll be better after it. I think there's a lot more to gain with LIV Golf here than LIV Golf gone. Nope. We're deep in our planning now in terms of what 27 looks like. We have 5 events on sale right now for 2027, so get buying your tickets.
Sounds like you trying to sell an Irish golfer event.
You could go on, like there's so many, long term. So
and
I
it was
love
all in-house with the LIV comms.
This is with David Fairty.
Nothing to do with like actually addressing, the actual golf media.
This notion of, do you have to raise money? Probably. Like, this is business. I love the US market. It's the number 1 TV market in the world, period. The number 1 sponsorship market in the world, period, in golf and sport. But long term, do you want to bet on 340 million people or 7.5 billion people? That's what I'm saying. I like, you could go on. The list is just endless. So yeah, Scott O'Neill.
Like, imagine if that was in front of like actual media, he'd be challenged on absolutely everything he said there.
Just call them all fake news. Just take the line of the Don. Next question. Move on. Right, I think we're gonna draw a line. We're babbling here. We're dithering away.
We had 2 weeks to get into what, an
That's
hour?
a wrap. Yeah, no, that was good. It was good. So Leeds are back. That's all I know. We're staying in the Premier League. Meath are eject, gone.
Bigger fish to fry.
First sign, back door. And Kildare are looking into a possible Leinster final.
Or Tailteann Cup relegation. Depends the way you look at it.
Yeah, cheers for tuning in. He mentioned Irish Golfer events. If you do want to play the Irish Golfer events, avoid the Straits of Hormuz and LIV Golf. No, we're in Rosslare on Friday week, so the 1st of May. So if you want to play a good open competition on a serious links golf course layout, Rosslare Golf Club is there. You can visit irishgolfer.ie/events. We'll be back next week to talk about probably Shane Lowry winning after I'm getting off the train here now, him and Bruce. So yeah, cheers for tuning in, and we'll chat to you again next week. Bye.